What's up, guys? RZY Rezy here, and I'm gonna teach you guys how to motion track efficiently. I mean, like my way I motion track. I mean, I did this little motion track right here. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to do that. All right. So what you want to do is get your cinematic, pre-compose it, right? Make a new composition, whatever, right? Blah blah blah. All that good stuff. So say you would make a new composition, go over here, right? It's where it starts, it ends like right over here somewhere. But trim count the work area. See, I'm not gonna do this with this one, but I'm just gonna delete this, and I'll delete that. All this is a text saying tutorial, right? Well, you would just insert any text you want right there. Pretty simple, blah blah blah. So you would add the 3D camera tracker, right? And it's gonna say all that good stuff right there. If you go to advanced, you can click or check this box right here that says detailed analysis, right? That is purely your choice if you want to do that. Sometimes it makes it better, sometimes it doesn't. That's really personal preference, right? But the longer your cinematic, the longer it takes. This is like a 4-second cinematic, so it's only going to take me like 3 minutes, 2 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna go back into this one because I don't feel like waiting that long for that. So I already did that, blah blah blah, right? And I get all these little dots. So what you want to do is just grab a group of them. Right? Sometimes it doesn't work like that, but it helps if you have a whole bunch. And you go to create camera, right? And once that's done, you have your camera. Mine is red. My text is purple because I want it to be purple. But yeah. Alright, so this, I'm going to be showing you 3D text. So you're going to need something called element 3D. Alright, I'm going to name this element. It's by Video Copilot, so you guys should go get that. What you're going to do is go to custom layers, custom text and mask, and you're going to put in the text layer, which it is called tutorial. And you're going to go to scene setup, extrude, and then once you have extruded your text, see it's 3D and whatnot, blah blah blah. You can go to presets. Now there's bevels that you can use. If I use a bevel, I would use the gold rim one and then fix them up, or any one of them really. I would use any one of them and just fix them up if I use them. Well, I do use them, but sometimes you can just go to Pro Shaders. Well, this is a Pro Shader pack by Video Copilot, so you guys should go download that because I am starting to use this a lot more. I'm gonna use the concrete one because I used it in the tutorial. See, it's nice. Blah blah blah. Once you're done with that, you're gonna go to OK. And as you can see, the text isn't really where you want it to be. It's right there, but you want it to be like over here or some shit. So what you would do is you would go to group 1, since it's in group 1, right? And you have your X, your Y, and your Z. Right? If you know your X and Y from what? Algebra, right? This goes left and right. This goes up and down. And Z spaces back and forth. Notice how when you push it back, it gets smaller. Because think of the camera being right here, right? And the text is getting further away from you, right? That's the idea with the Z space. I'll push it back a bit more and move it over. Now, to work with the size so that it's not that small, what you want to do is you're gonna go to particle look, right? Click that arrow, and then you can mess with the size. Put that to 50. I mean, like, since it's pretty far back, I should say, I would probably put this at like 30. Maybe a bit bigger, 45. Yeah, 40. So most of this is like personal preference. It's purely what you guys think looks best. But yeah, I'm gonna mess with the rotation so it looks like it's straight and matches up with the plane. And there we go. There we go. So as you can see, it's tracked right there where I want it to be, and you can just do that. But I'm probably going to start the track from like right here. So that's it. But that's not all I want to do with this. So what you can do to add certain I don't know, extra to it, you can go to multi-object. It's also in particle look, multi-object. Click enable, right? And what you do is mess with the displace. I don't want to go that far. Uh, the displace random, the rotation random. That rotates all of them, and it at a different angle. Um, I work with the. You can work with the Z, X, or Y. That really doesn't matter. Um, Personally, I'm not going to work with that because I don't see that being necessary in this. And what you're going to do is you're going to keyframe it. So keyframe everything that you had right here, right? And put them all to 0. Alright, you can press U to only see those keyframes. Right? And what I like to do is I like to make it more random and just fuck around with settings. And after that, you can easy use this F9, or if you're on a Mac, it's FN F9. So yeah. As you can see, that's tracked nicely, and that's how you would track motion. But you can also add a bit more to this. So what helps is if you duplicate the cinematic, right? Once my Mac is fucking done being retarded, I usually delete this, the camera tracker effect inside the cinematic, and you go to time, freeze frame. This works very well when you add a chrome texture or a black texture, right? Works very well, right? And what you would do is you would you freeze frame it. You go to element, right? Go to effect and controls. Close group 1. you go to custom texture maps, right? And I'm gonna rename this real quick. So I'm gonna call it freeze because that's the freeze frame that I'm using, and it goes by the layer, like what's on top. So the element is on the top, the tutorial text is below it, the camera tracker. It doesn't use that because it's what makes it 3D space, and it has the cinematic and the freeze frame. I'm gonna click the freeze frame, and I'm gonna go back into scene setup and environment, and you're gonna click it, and then click this arrow, and then you have that. You don't see it right here, but if you click environment like that, you will see it. And what that does is it makes different lighting. As I said, it works better with Chrome text. Uh, so I'll give you an example how it looks with Chrome text. Scene, presets, materials, Chrome. As I said, I'll just show you how it looks without it and how it looks with it real quick. So I have to go custom layers. I'm gonna take that off, none. And as you can see, it's black and everything, but as soon as I put this on freeze, it gets really nice and clean like that. So yeah, that's how you would 3D track inside After Effects with 3D text. I guess next time I'll do 2D text and different things you can do with 2D text. So RZY Red, RZY Rezy, and I'm out. Peace.